Come on, Mopco. There we are. We are on the big YouTube, folks. And by golly, I'm excited about that. I don't know about you guys.
By golly, we are.
By gum.
By Jiminy Cricket.
Well, gee, it's swell to hear.
By Chingo. Ringo and Paul.
Gosh, this is going to be a fun night.
Golly, I hope so.
Jeepers. Hey, why should tonight be different from any other night?
Whoa, you see what you did there?
Glad you asked.
Zoinks! I don't know.
Is there a horse?
Okay, improvisers.
There is behind.
Please weigh in on the pronunciation of the word Zounds.
Zoons.
Zounds.
Nope, it's zoons, like God's wounds.
It is Zounds indeed, Coppet. You win the prize.
According to whom?
According to
Whom?
speech teachers, it's short for God's wounds.
Oh.
Right.
Stars and garters. I had no idea.
I thought it was short for God's wounds.
Well, actually, it west of the Mississippi, it's Zounds.
Actually, the truth is, the real answer to your question, Jen, is obnoxious, elitist people and people who've had acting training. Everybody else says Zounds.
Everybody else says Zounds.
Let's see.
That's absolutely true, which begs the question, right? I mean, then yeah.
I'm going to have to correct all those kids on the street corner who are saying Zounds incorrectly.
Right. That's
Like,
right.
Yo, man, that look you got with them sneakers is sick. Zounds, dude.
I think it's just the way you can tell someone went to acting school is if they say zoons.
That's right. It's the mark of Cain in verbal form.
My parents paid for Juilliard. Zoons.
That's exactly right.
I have 27 different versions of my headshot in a drawer.
Zoons, I have a lot of photos.
It's daycare for 20-somethings in Manhattan.
Oh, how depressing. God.
What?
So, hey, folks, if you are just joining us from one of the 7 continents, we welcome you. And good evening from Alabama, Robert Werner, OG. We are delighted that you're here from Alabama. And a good evening to anyone who happens to be watching from Micronesia. The Mop and Bucket Company will be taking the stage for another 2x2x2x2x2 in approximately 9.75 minutes. In the meantime, you can relax and listen to our witty pre-show banter while you look at this lovely slide.
Speaking of that lovely slide, Walt just pointed out that the photo of me in the cube makes me look a little bit like Nancy Reagan.
Well, it's like you're doing the SNL version. Have you been in the SNL cast in the 80s?
I don't
I was
know.
thinking Sally Jesse Raphael, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's more like it.
Sally
Yeah.
Jesse Raphael.
Yeah.
Actually, it's interesting because there's 2 Jens there and they're so different.
Yeah, they are.
Right? Like there's 2 cats, but they're roughly similar. You know?
Both gens are different from the one that is live tonight, too. So.
Well, it is presumed that our live self is indeed different from a JPEG.
Zounds!
Zoons.
Wait a minute. Robert Werner, OG, moving to Alabama from Schenectady at the end of April. Come on. What are you doing? What? They don't even have a decent winter in Alabama, man. What's wrong with you? It's like warm all year round there. You're not going to be happy with that.
You've just done the opposite of warning him against doing it.
Right.
Wait, what?
Yes. And yes, Roger Missoula, that is me playing the Green Lantern in the 1957 version of
The Green Lantern.
by the very last film by RKO Studios.
I actually played the villain in that. I was a version of Sinestro, except instead of a color being my weakness, it was potato chips.
I remember that very clearly. We had that wonderful scene in the potato chip factory.
Yeah.
Let's hear a little bit of that.
Green Lantern, you'll never defeat me and my ability to convert carbohydrates into evil.
You're very close to the edge of the narrow walkway above the vat of boiling oil, Sinestro.
Oh, my weight and gravity have conspired against me. I'll die, but it proves you useless.
Splash.
It was a great scene.
They do not believe are strong. Predators are cowards. Predators are cowards. I think you've watched her sort of evolution of being
Somebody playing a...
I need to be correct as best I can. I do want you to be on.
Someone's watching TV.
Somebody is. Somebody's watching TV.
She's been trained with the truth.
And opening a bottle of pills. I recognize the sound of antidepressants
Wow.
anywhere.
Wow.
I won't tell you how.
The unique sound of...
I closed the door to my bedroom.
It's childproof, man.
Childproof mad.
That just sounds wrong.
Well,
That's something else.
yeah, that's... I don't...
I'm doing a show, Mom. Stop it.
Well, Robert Werner OG, when you get back to visit, you'll have to come back. By then, the theater will be open. And, we'll always be holding a chair for you. Of course,
Are
we'll
you
only
going to go
be able
down
to-
and work on the space mission in Alabama? Because that's where they launched the rockets from.
That's true.
All right.
What rockets?
The good ones.
The good ones, thanks to Werner von Braun.
Thank you, Werner.
Thank you, Project Paperclip.
Our Germans are better than their Germans. That's a quote from my favorite movie.
What is a quote from your favorite movie?
But our Germans are better.
Our Germans are better than... wait a minute. Don't tell me.
Watch the movie.
Apollo 13.
Close, very close.
The Right Stuff.
Yes.
Young
Ah.
Frankenstein?
Close.
Yeah, The Right Stuff is a great film.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know if it's my favorite movie, though. I'd have to think
One of
about
my
that.
top three, I think.
Is
Really?
Ed Harris in The Right Stuff?
Yes.
Yes, he plays.
John Glenn.
He's in both. He is in both of those films.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, he just had that astronaut look about him.
Yeah.
In Apollo 13, I think my favorite line in that movie is Ed Harris's. It's somebody says this is a total unmitigated disaster, and he pulls himself up to like full awesome stature and says, "With all due respect, sir, I believe this will be our finest hour." Yeah, man, you tell him.
And he was right.
He had the right stuff.
You know?
Right stuff.
I would have ruined it. I would have stood up and gone, you think it's bad now, but we can fuck it up more. Come on. Get on that control panel.
Let's mitigate the crap out of this
That's right.
disaster.
All right, we're 5 minutes from showtime, and Mike's gonna go top off his ice water.
Oh, is that what we're calling it now? Okay.
Yeah. We wanted all you thousands of people watching, waiting eagerly with bated breath at the beginning of the Mop and Bucket Company show at 8 p.m. to know that I am topping off my ice water.
Okay, besides the Ten Commandments, what is everybody's favorite movie, or at least like from your top five?
I was going to say the Muppet movie, but I don't think Charlton Heston was in that one.
No, it doesn't have to be Trout.
10 Commandments.
No, I was just saying because we all, of course, have the Ten Commandments on our mind tonight.
I like the old Fantastic Voyage. Had Raquel Welch in it. And
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
that was cool.
You're dead.
Yeah, it did.
My daughter just watched Casablanca for her history of film class.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was my favorite movie for a
I
long
watched
time.
that for 3 days straight in my phone call.
My favorite movie is A Room with a View.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So good.
I also like, of course, I think this is like everybody's favorite movie, To Kill a Mockingbird, right? Everybody loves To Kill a Mockingbird, right?
No.
It's one of my favorite books. I wouldn't say it's one of my favorite movies.
And you know what else is interestingly one of my favorite movies? Interesting because it's timely. Is The Last Temptation of Christ? Is a great.
Oh yeah.
I like Groundhog Day.
I walked across a picket line with my mom and dad to go see that
Wow.
because the people were protesting the movie, and we were,
Texas,
yep, I was living down in the Buckle of the Bible Belt, and we walked across a picket line. They were screaming at my dad, "You're a college professor! You should be ashamed!"
He said Zunes.
Yeah.
Why should
Now,
he be ashamed? A college
You
professor is
walked
perfectly
across
serviceable
a
career.
John. You walked across a picket line where people knew you by name.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's intense.
Yeah.
They're brave.
Wow.
Yeah. We were always the freaks of the town.
Congratulations.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what we like you.
Now, to backtrack a little bit, I actually, at the Collins and Tyler, I got to hang out with one of the original 7 astronauts.
Shut up. Which one?
Scott Carpenter.
Shut up. The handsome
Yep.
one. Oh my God.
I spent the whole day with him. I was in the student senate, and I talked my way into being his guide for the day. So and The Right Stuff had just come out earlier that year, and I was asking him how accurate, and he goes, "It's mostly accurate."
Wow.
Yeah.
Right now, but I'm so starstruck right now.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
There was a improv company. They were they weren't just improv, but they were like an entertainment sort of clown company, but also improv, called Fratelli Bologna in San Francisco. And they were also part of That's Improv, our sister theater sports company in San Francisco, who got hired to be some of the reporters in that movie.
Oh, fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
So you can see them all in that. They had got 20 days of work on the film or something.
Wow.
Do you guys know Levon Helm is in that movie?
Really?
Yeah.
Doing what? Playing the drums.
No, he doesn't play drum. I think he plays Ridley, the guy who is Chuck Yeager, played by oh my God, I'm blanking on his name. Come
Look at
on,
me.
yes, come on, you guys know.
Chuck-
Sam Shepard.
Sam Shepard, yeah, the playwright.
Yeager, and his buddy is a guy named Ridley. Yeah, Ridley, and that's Levon Helm.
Oh, I'm Googling right now to get a picture. I love Sam Shepard too.
Sam Shepard.
Mm-hmm.
It's dreamy.
Yeah, I should watch that movie.
Correct about that, Maria? Am I correct?
I'm sorry?
Check if I'm correct about that.
You are, yeah.
Oh, cool. Levon Helm also played the Pharaoh's right-hand man in the Ten Commandments.
Well,
And full circle.
and maybe he did, but now it is 8 o'clock, and we know what that means. That means, what does it mean, Mike? It means it's time for the Mop and Bucket Company 2x2x2. I am delighted to be your host this evening. My name is Michael Burns. I am joined by our numbers Meister Maven, Catherine Root Coppett. Are you with us?
I'm a numbers Meister now.
Numbers Meister Maven.
The numbers
That's-
Meister Maven.
You're the new Numbers Meister Maven for the Mopco 2x2x2x2 show.
You know what else I am?
My wife,
Yes. You know what else I am?
a lovely human being,
Yes. You know what else?
superbly talented, beautiful, and intelligent.
And
What were you going to say?
vaccinated.
Ah, yay! Congratulations. That's wonderful. You got shot number 1 today.
Got number 1 right in the old arm.
Right in the old arm. Yep. Somebody out there is going, number 1. But, you know.
No, somebody in here is going,
yeah,
oh,
exactly.
number 1.
Someone on the screen is part of our show. Made that joke.
I did not make that joke. I commented that somebody might be making that joke.
Which in fact made it part of our show as I am shuffling numbers. Are we ready for
Yes, numbers Maven, Meister Maven.
In the meantime, I don't know that we've asked for any suggestions, but our
Nope,
amazing audience can just type in any kinds of inspirations for scenes, places, relationships, objects, opening lines of dialogues.
We had a great conversation that concluded so far with Patrick Stewart and the One Man Christmas Carol.
Yes, we did.
But we can have more than that.
While they are throwing in some suggestions, I will come up with the first.
That's good. And, you know, a scene can start from nothing. It doesn't need
That's right. We can start from nothing.
Right. So is that, well, okay. We might just give that suggestion, Robert Werner. Here we go. Number 7. That's me. So I can't give that suggestion because I would have.
And
you can totally take that suggestion.
Oh,
number 5. Number 5. Number 7 and number 5.
Oh.
All right.
All right. Here we go.
The first suggestion I see is Gobstoppers from Ludus Ludius Improv Archive.
Go on.
I'm having trouble telling you about my day because I'm just fixated on, is it working? Is it as big as it was when you put it in your mouth? It is.
I've been working on this thing for 45 minutes.
Henry, it really is everlasting.
I hope not, because I'm already sick of it. I mean, it doesn't really taste very good. It's just a sugar candy. It's got that stupid rainbow coloring.
I think you're missing the point. I went into the candy store. There was one in the very back of the shelf that said Everlasting Gobstopper with a golden ticket attached. And I thought, what the heck? And I picked it up. And it's the real thing.
Hold on. I got my scale over here. Okay, that says 1 ounce. It weighs 1 ounce, which is actually kind of light. I would have thought it was more because it feels like a rock in my mouth. Would you fish the wrapper out of the can there? Let's just see what the wrapper says in terms of net weight.
I don't have to fish the wrapper out. The golden ticket says right here, you are in possession of the one and only official everlasting Gobstopper, 1 ounce forever and ever and ever.
I'm not gonna keep this thing in my mouth forever.
You don't have to. Your everlasting Gobstopper will dry within 10 seconds of being taken out of your mouth, ready for yours or anyone else's mouth at any time. That sounds gross, but that's what it says.
But look at it, the color's coming back. It looks like it's right. It looks like I just broke open the cellophane.
I mean, I'd still run it under the sink or something, but
I would too. I mean, I'm not going to trust. But that's really eerie.
Henry, read the back of this ticket.
Crafted for you, Michael, in who the hell is Michael? You got somebody else's Gobstopper. Wait, hold it. Michael just changed to Henry. Crafted for you, Henry, in Erie, Pennsylvania, 1987.
Get to the part where it says what it means that we have it.
As holder of this Gobstopper, you hold a piece of infinity. This is an important responsibility. Don't mess it up. What the hell kind of piece of candy is this?
It's a magic piece of candy. Haven't you ever heard of Willy Wonka?
What the heck is a piece of infinity? Don't
A piece
mess
of
it up.
infinity.
It's ridiculous.
It means that for this piece of candy, entropy doesn't exist. Time
That's
doesn't exist.
impossible. The laws of thermodynamics cannot be broken by a candy company or anybody else.
Do you not see what was in your mouth?
This thing is an evil thing.
No,
This thing
no,
must. What?
no, it's not evil. Don't you see? This is the answer to all our dreams.
Sandy, this is going to bring everything down on our heads. I can feel it in my
No.
bones.
No, Henry, why do you always do this? Every time there's a little bit of hope, a little bit of magic in our lives, you want to toss it out the window because you're so full of fear of change or anything different that you don't understand.
Because it's unnatural.
What's so good about natural? You know what's natural? Viruses are natural. Balding is natural.
Do you have an issue with my balding?
No, it's just an example.
I thought
You have an issue with your balding.
You said, "Oh, bald men are very sexy,"
Right, and you're like, don't patronize me. I hate my bald head. I'm just saying, you're so into natural all of a sudden, but menopause is natural. We naturally weren't able to have children. What's so good about natural?
Okay. So we should probably do the TV show circuit and write a book about the infinite gobstopper and all the great things it's doing for our lives, and maybe we'll get rich.
What's so wrong with that? Doesn't sound so bad.
Oh, I've never thought it would be so bad to be rich.
Well, being a mid-level tax accountant in a dry gray firm didn't get you there.
Okay, that's the second thing. All of a sudden, a mid-level tax accountant. And the way you said it, Sandy, I said years ago you were ashamed of what I did for a living, and now this is like proof.
No, I'm just.
You don't like my bald head, and you're ashamed of what I do.
I like your bald head.
Sandy.
I'm feeding back to you your words. I'm quoting you. I just want us to have some adventure.
Adventure. That's it, adventure, huh?
Yes, adventure.
So I'm boring too. Is that it? I'm boring?
You're a little boring.
I'm boring?
You're a little boring. Don't you remember our wedding vows?
Yeah, I take you to be my insert lawful wedded husband or wife. Having hold, poor, rich, and health, as long as we're both still live, and I do.
I was talking about the parts we wrote to each other, the customized part, about how we promised to keep every day exciting and how we were going to explore the world. And
nobody does that. Nobody does that. You're in your 20s. You're all full of falderall and doody-da, and you think everything's going to be like that. There's a real world, and this, okay, you know what, Sandy, here, do some time.
I'm just going to rinse it off.
Stop away. Fine, rinse it off. Yeah. There was a time your adventurous spirit would have said, well, we kiss anyway, but no, now you rinse it off. Do you see the difference? Uh-huh.
Henry.
Yeah.
You said this just tasted like sugar. This is the most amazing thing I've ever tasted in my life.
What?
Here. Come on, we kiss anyway.
It didn't taste like that a minute ago. It did not taste like that a minute ago, Sandy. It just tasted like kind of a not very interesting sugar candy.
It's exactly like our wedding cake, isn't it?
Oh my God. That pumpkin chocolate carrot swirl with lemon overtones cake.
trying to find that cake and recreate it for years. And
It's amazing. What?
it's changing.
What?
It's changing.
What do you mean it's changing? It can't change. Roast turkey? Roast turkey with cranberry sauce and stuffing. This thing is not natural. I know. Yeah, what's natural? This is frightening me, Sandy.
In a good way?
No. But here, have some more. I feel like it's funny because I've been saying I needed a new prescription on my glasses. This is just it's just a placebo effect, but I feel like my eyes are better. It's a placebo thing, I'm sure of it. What's it taste like?
A little bit like chocolate mousse. And that crick in my neck that I've had for the last 3 years so that I couldn't turn my head all the way?
Yeah.
Look.
Holy cow, Sandy. I guess we're kind of like the Starship Enterprise right now. We're going to boldly go where no one has gone before. On the road less traveled.
Frank, your hair's
Sandy.
growing back. Just keep eating. Just keep eating. Scene.
Well, thank God we didn't need the Heimlich.
My goodness.
Well, numbers maven, that's the start to our evening.
This is our first scene. All right.
Our second scene will be populated by number 6 and number 3.
Who are you, number 3?
And would you like a suggestion?
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got. How about leftover Chinese food?
So this brings me back to my college days, Doris, when it was like breakfast was magical, but if we had too much takeout the night before, so it's kind of romantic.
Yeah. Nice.
You want? Should I heat it? Should I reheat it? You want to have a cold, like old times, like we
I
did?
kind of like it cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know, it's really nostalgic.
There's so many chemicals in Chinese food that some people could rightfully claim that it's entropy resistant. It's sort of like just you could put it like in a glass case and it'll stay the same with all the MSGs.
You're so funny, Ed. You just have to bring science into everything.
Yeah, not my work though. Yeah, that was a wasted degree.
No education is a waste, really.
No, I mean we have our dorm memories and we met.
Right. Yeah.
The spring rolls were a little funny, but you reheat them, they just get ruined anyway.
Yeah, they're going to be too soggy.
It's like memories, really, come to think of it. It's like
Right.
if we dwell on it too long, you kind of ruin it with how you feel now.
Yeah.
You know, like we were carefree and we had our futures ahead. Your career took off pretty good, thank God. Thank God.
Yeah. Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with your life, Eddie?
This is kind of heavy for breakfast, isn't it? This. I mean, I don't blame you,
but we're not those teenagers anymore. We're not 19 and in the dorm room and
no. Well,
and I want you to feel fulfilled. It's not about anything else than that.
well, I mean, big surprise. Working the copy machines, at the office supply store was somehow not fulfilling for somebody who went to school studying, genetics. I don't know. Oops. Right. I guess, I mean, I tried to think of it like, well, genes are all about copying.
Yeah.
DNA, right. But it's like try to bring that idea to like, people complaining.
I mean, the more times you copy something, right, like the more likely there is to degrade the quality. I mean, you could use that as a way to explain that you need the original from the person. You don't want to make a copy of a copy.
It's like every day of my life since graduation, I've just become a copy of a copy of a copy that's degraded into this.
Yeah.
I'm still eating leftover Chinese food like it's the food of the gods. I had.
Yeah.
It's not even.
I actually feel like I need something fresh with this meal. I just can't eat like that anymore. Also, I'm gonna go train later, and
what?
This food just weighs me down. And
what?
I'm training for the marathon, and I have my book club later, so I really just need some food that's going to give me energy for the day.
You're not really doing that, right?
No, I'm really doing it.
You are? You really run marathons? And you really go?
I'm going to try.
Oh my God. I feel so stupid.
Why?
Well, I mean, I love you. And I love that you support me and that, I know I'm depressing and hard to be around. I just assumed you were having an extramarital affair. I thought you were being kind and just saying, I'm going to train for it. And that's why you would come at you all sweaty and you were glowing and looking. Are you telling me that you really legitimately you were just running?
Yeah. I mean, I'm interested in, seeing how far I can push my body. I've always been interested in exercise physiology, and then I have my book club, and that lets me, think about philosophy, and I'm going to do some work later.
Like, when I was telling you that I was telecommuting, I was like doing, the freelance work.
Yeah.
I wasn't honest.
What were you doing?
I was looking up pornography.
Like when you needed a break?
No, I mean, that's like, I convinced myself it was research for a career move because, the copy place.
Mm-hmm.
But I've looked at myself in the mirror and that lie is not holding up. Which is why I thought you weren't really running a marathon. It's not.
Okay.
It's like that snake eating its tail. My emotions are like a robos. Is it a robos? Something. You know what I'm talking about? That's like how I'm just like eating my own tail emotionally.
Okay. So since you left the copy place, the freelance gigs that you said that you were doing to build up your resume, you were actually just looking at porn all day.
Well, I did borrow that money legitimately to buy a webcam.
What did you use the webcam for?
I was going to do some amateur video. You know what I mean? And I didn't. I didn't have the guts to do it because, like I said, I had that. But I thought this is a way to make money. This is a way to bring money in. But I mean, I'm a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy. I don't have that body I had when I was in my 20s. And I know better than anybody the genes I inherited because I studied genetics.
Yeah.
We're being honest. I mean, you finally came clean and told me that you weren't having an affair, and I'm coming clean and telling you that I chose made a bad decision.
You know what, though, Eddie? Maybe I haven't been paying enough attention. I mean, I've been so busy with my, successful career and my social life and my marathons.
Exercise friends. I don't know how you do it.
Well, what I didn't notice was that you have gotten to a point where you're actually considering doing porn as a career.
Yeah.
And that's, kind of a departure from where I thought we were going as a couple. But maybe it's a lesson for me that I need to stay closer to home.
No. I don't think you should put it on you. I'm an adult, and I should have trusted you and talked to you about it before I went down this path. I was just embarrassed.
Yeah. I mean, I promised I would support your dreams. What can I do to help? What can I do to support your dream?
Well, I have been taking online classes. Some of that's true.
Like for video work, for porn cinematography, or?
Well, I have an idea on how to make a lot of money really quickly, but I haven't talked to you about it because.
Just tell me.
Online improv. You like improvised comedy?
Online?
Remember when you got me the UCB comedy book years ago?
Yeah.
Study how to do improv.
Yeah, but that's like on a stage, right? Like with an audience.
No one's doing it online, I don't think. I mean, I didn't really do any research or look into it. I didn't, but we could be like the only people. We could be a couple. We could be like the only people in the whole world, like that are trying to do improv and make a living. Just think of the money. Think of the untapped money. People love live entertainment.
Sometimes when no one's doing something, it's because it's not a good idea.
It's not. It's my idea, so it's probably not a good idea.
I don't know.
I'm yes-anding you, by the way. It's called yes-anding. I'm yes-anding.
Okay, yes, I remember that from when you were reading the book.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you and building on it. Yes, it's a bad idea I had, and all my ideas are bad, and if this is true, what else might be true? I guess it's because I'm a failure. UCB method. That's me.
Yes. And I do want to continue to support your dream. So if this is your dream, I mean, it's probably better than amateur pornography. How can I help you?
Well, I figured we would do it naked.
Scene.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, numbers, Maven.
Number 2.
Two.
Number 1.
And number 1.
want a suggestion?
Suggestion?
Sure. Yeah.
Let's see what we got. I see The Return of the Moms.
Wow.
Return of the Moms.
So, Bethany, it's almost time.
No, Carol, what's the first thing you're going to do when we get back down to Earth?
Oh my gosh. Back down to Earth? I think I'm going to go to Taco Bell and get one of those Crunch Wraps.
Oh my God, I love those. They are the best. I live for those Crunch Wraps.
Yeah, except I stopped going to Taco Bell because they gave a lot of money to you-know-whose campaign.
Oh my God, I hate that guy. Forget Taco Bell. No.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Besides, Carol, remember, time functions differently up here. And
I know. I mean, we're traveling at almost the speed of light, and it changes in this perspective. People that we knew when we left the Earth are probably not even going to be around anymore. And I really feel like I didn't say enough proper goodbyes.
Oh, Carol, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was just so excited about going into space and having this adventure with you.
Oh, I know.
I mean, it's great. I mean, we're aging the same. Though I look like I age a little faster than you, but that's okay.
Stop. No, you look fantastic. You look gorgeous.
Well, thank you, sweetheart. Or you can still say sweetheart.
Have you done the math? How old are our kids? How old are they going to be when we get back?
Our kids are grandparents.
That means we have great grandbabies.
Yeah. Hopefully.
And you know what? We missed all that nonsense in between. We missed the hell of puberty.
So many diapers we didn't have to change.
Diapers, right? We missed the drama of weddings, and divorces and second weddings. Who needs that?
We don't need that.
When we get back, we're going to be younger than our grandson's wife.
Oh. How do we know what our kids had?
No, we don't, actually. I don't know. I'm just saying, theoretically.
Okay. All right. You're right. We'll look younger. I wonder if the Earth is even going to be there like it was before. I mean, is it still going to have green forests and are people still going to be fighting like crazy nut jobs and maybe some other virus came across and just wiped everybody out and we'll be the only two people left and it'll be like Adam and Eve all over again.
Except it would be like Eve and Eve, which isn't really going to work very well, Carol.
No, it's not. Once they develop some kind of fancy genetic cloning process, maybe they have.
Oh, maybe they have. That's right.
We can make a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy.
Exactly. And by my calculations, in about 10 minutes, we're going to be back in communication range. So then we can get all of the news of what's been going on for the last, have you done the math? By my calculations, it's been about the equivalent of 85 years.
Yeah, it's about that's what I came up with too. 85 years.
From the last 85 years.
Yes. And all the things we get to tell them about our adventures.
That's right. Just about the vast emptiness of the universe.
And that there's no other life out there, that it's only on Earth.
That's right. And that all of this space exploration was really kind of pointless. All that money down.
All that down the drain. All those people starving and yeah. Well, it's important knowledge to bring back. They can stop.
Carol, we've got 10 minutes.
Okay.
I think we need to come up with like a better story.
Okay.
I'm feeling a little bit concerned.
Like some kind of hopeful parable, or maybe we had some like space epiphanies while we were out here or something. I don't know.
That's exactly it. We need some space epiphanies because I'm realizing, I just hadn't really thought about it. I was just, I was so focused on other things that I haven't thought about what the message sounds like when we get back to Earth. It's kind of bleak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we just make up a big lie?
Yes, we should. We should make up a good story about what is up here. Yeah.
All right. Okay. There are thousands of inhabited planets with human-like life that do not want to take us over or eat our brains or take over our bodies or any of those things that people want in movies.
They just want candy.
Yeah.
They just want candy.
They just want candy. They can do candy.
Yes, Earth is that
candy.
That's that. Candy, sugar, high fructose corn syrup. That is what we have excelled at more than anything. So I think that what we just need is some little eggs with candy in them that we can shoot out into the universe. They won't do anything. Nobody's out there. You and I know that, but they won't know that.
Right. Yes.
That's a good idea.
And these and the other life forms want to be our friends, but they don't really want to meet us. Right?
Right. They're
right.
They're intimidated.
They're intimidated and hyper xenophobic, maybe. Or is that too big of a word?
Exactly right. But they admire our ingenuity on Earth. How we have dedicated our big Earth brains to coming up with so many different materials and other sweet.
Right. They have their own non-interference directive.
That's right. I like that.
You like that? I like to take credit. It's not mine. Oh, this is great. I'm going to write this all down.
When the kids were babies, when they were babies, anytime that they were upset, a little bit of sugar, a little bit of juice, just smooth things over. Made all go away.
Little Guinness on the gums,
Yeah, exactly. That too. Yeah. I think this is what our planet needs from us, Carol. I think that's why they chose to send moms into space. They knew, Carol. They knew. If we found bad news or bad stuff out there, moms would know.
They would know how to bring the message.
Exactly. How to smooth the rough edges.
It's like a hug from space.
Exactly. It's like a hug. It's like a Band-Aid on the boo-boo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always wondered why.
Excellent.
Two of us. I mean, we don't have any scientific background or anything. We're not aviators. We're not.
There's a couple of moms.
Exactly. I'm not even sure I did this math right about the 85 years. It could be 850. I don't really know. I'm just doing the best I can.
I would. No, I was guessing too. I was just like, that looks right. So, maybe that's what we should do. Our first picture to send back is like this.
I like that. You know what? Because this says, as long as you tried your best, right? As long as you tried your best.
Exactly.
That's all we want from you, Planet Earth. Just try your best, right? Show
That's
up
right.
in underwear, brush your teeth, and try.
Yeah.
Right.
Try your best. That's right.
A whole renewed sense.
Moms from space.
I feel a whole renewed sense of purpose. You know, I was frankly getting quite depressed when we didn't find anything in space. And I thought, oh no, we've let everybody down because
Yeah.
expecting us. Yeah, right?
Yep.
Come in.
Oh. Yes,
Oh,
yes.
is that Earth?
Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
Houston, we're here. Yes?
The mom?
Yes.
Yep. This is the USS Moms.
Hi, sweetie.
Mom?
Yes.
Is that you?
Yes, honey. What is it? You
Are you eating?
concerned.
What's up?
Have you been eating your breakfast?
Yes.
Good.
What's wrong?
We missed you.
Really?
Oh, really? We were only gone about a year.
We'll look forward to hearing your report.
Okay. All right. We're gonna be back soon.
Okay, honey.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Did you brush your teeth?
Oh, I put them in a jar now by the bed, but yes.
Oh. Okay.
He's really old.
Okay. Sweetie, honey, how old are you exactly now?
97.
Okay. All right. My math was right.
Scene.
We were really close with the math. Oh, perfect.
Hello. Number 7.
Yes.
All right.
Number.
We have our last scene of
Number Maven. Pick the numbers.
Okay, we have number 4, which is the last person of the round, and then I have to see.
Number 4.
Put everybody back in again and see what happens. And number 1. We just saw number 1. Are you ready to get back on the horse, number 1?
I am a bit of chocolate in my mouth.
Oh God. Oh, this is so good. Oh my God. Mm.
I know, Mr. Wonka, but we really do need to review this paperwork.
Okay, sure.
I need to focus, Mr. Wonka. Mr. Wonka.
I'm focusing. I got my focus pen.
All right, listen, Mr. Wonka, I really wish you would run these ideas past me before you just enacted them.
Well, that wouldn't be any good.
Sorry.
You know, it's just certain things just have to be creative. You know, I don't want to lose my spark.
I know that. Mr.
Is this what he considers wholesale?
Well, yes. What? Who?
Richardson.
Well, oh, you mean the pricing?
No.
What?
No. I mean his vowels. Yes, of course I mean the pricing.
Oh, right. Well,
This is a business.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wonka, but these ingredients that you have requested are extremely exotic and extremely expensive. And you know, just running the numbers, it doesn't add up, Mr. Wonka. And this last stunt that you pulled with the golden tickets do you understand the liability on something like that?
Listen, the winners still haven't come forward.
Well, I know, Mr. Wonka, but we must be prepared if they do, unless you have some sort of plan B.
Why won't you marry me?
William, we said we weren't going to discuss this.
Well, you know, this is just some other saying like you just want to control me. You just want to tame me. That's what it is. That's all this is.
William, I do not want to contain you at all. I love your joie de vivre, your creativity, your wild imagination. I love it. But you hired me to do a job which is to keep this company afloat, and by gum, I intend to do it, Mr.
Fine.
Wonka.
Fine.
There's also the matter of the prenup.
It's my house.
I understand that, Will, but if you trust me enough to run your company, if you trust me enough to become your wife, why wouldn't you trust me enough to be devoted to you for the rest of your life?
Because, excuse me, it's not just a house full of objects. I can't just give up my responsibilities to the Oompa Loompas who are running it and leave them with a whole new parent in charge.
Yes.
Oompa, oompa, loompa dee dee. You can't have a prenup and have trustee. Oompa, loompa, oompa dee doo. If your boss proposes, that's harassment too. What do you say if your boss is overbearing? He wants you to marry him and causes much swearing. Also, I have a union dispute as well. We need health contracts. Oh, well, I've caught you at a bad time. Oompa, loompa, oompa dee doo. They're fighting in there.
Okay, I got a lot of conflicting messages from that. I don't know about you.
I don't know. They're just never happy.
I know.
They want a new contract,
No.
yet they say that if there's a prenup, there's no trust.
Well,
Do you want to be in charge of that? Is that what you want to own? You can keep them. Where's that prenup? I'll take it. Hold on. I'm signing it. Here we go.
William!
There.
No, you don't understand. The whole point isn't that I want to be in charge of it. I want us. I want us to be in charge of it, William. And when the time comes, I want us to ride that glass elevator into the sky together. That's the whole point.
That's what I want too.
Okay. Well then let's just run this place together as equals, William, as partners.
I would love to, but I just think those little creeps are tearing us apart.
Oompa, oompa, doopa dee dee. The walls are quite thin. We can hear and we see. Oompa, doopa, you're driving us mental. Can we get health care and also some dental?
If he goes into another verse, I swear he's as good as dead.
William, I think it's time to get rid of them.
Yeah.
I think you and I can run this place without them.
Darling,
Yes.
I think this will bond us.
I mean, yes, we probably should consider that healthcare request that they were making. It's quite legitimate and rational. Yeah, reasonable. Yeah, and we should renegotiate those contracts to take better care of them. Right? Yeah.
Get him now.
I have
Get him now.
What?
Just twist him by the neck. They break easy. Go do it.
Really? What?
Yeah.
No.
That's you. I thought you wanted to be part of this scheme.
Joe!
Oompa, loompa, one mother thing. Here's another reason to complain and sing. Go!
Have I done? I've killed for you.
I've never felt closer to you.
Well, we're in this together now.
Wow,
They murdered an Oompa Loompa.
they did in cold blood.
The karma is
I
just,
just thought Oompa Loompas had really thick necks. I didn't think it would be that easy to like.
yeah, but they're kind of like water balloons. They're thick, but there's nothing to them. Yeah. It's like a strand of
Okay,
spaghetti
let's move on. Let's
inside a water balloon.
moving on. Moving on.
So I we've done some longer scenes. It's getting close to the witching hour, but I think we can do a quick thing. I'm going to say,
Three more
let's.
scenes to go. If we're going
What's
to
that?
rounds.
What's
We have
that?
3 more scenes to complete 2 rounds.
Well, that's true. We do.
Yeah.
I was actually saying, I was going to say there were 3 more scenes to complete the round, and we should probably do them quickly. But now I'm unnecessarily kind of dragging out that statement.
Do you want to have like a time limit on them, or just
Burning up the seconds.
do you want to have a time limit, or do you want just like generally
Darling,
say?
darling, grab one of them by their neck and let's get moving.
Yeah.
It's your turn, damn it. It's your turn.
Yes.
Okay, hold on. I can do this. Here, hold on a second. I'll get the one in the blue.
2 minutes and 30 seconds.
2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Let me get the one in the blue.
Yeah, no, we're ignoring you, Peter. You're not here. We don't see you and we don't hear you.
All right. All right. Let's see what numbers we have here.
Numbers Maven.
Number 6
Number 6
and number 2.
and number 2.
Is there a suggestion for us?
Sure.
The suggestion is an awkward pause filled with the sound and the clock is starting now.
I'm so sorry. I had a lot of fibrous things for lunch.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah, yep. Don't even acknowledge it. Don't.
Okay.
Yep. Ooh. So.
I mean, if we're gonna climb this rock, we gotta climb this rock.
Yeah. Okie dokie. Brought my piton, I think they're called.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, so I'm sorry. Sorry, maybe you should go up first and I'll be below you.
Yeah.
Maybe, I didn't realize that some things have like a relative gravity and just.
Yeah, just
you go
stop
first.
talking and just climb. Okay.
So.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Oh, I just.
Yeah.
I forgot. I had bean soup for lunch. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's fair enough. Just let nature take its course. Natural. It's all right. Oh my God! My eyes are burning. What is happening?
I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
Oh my God! Why did they tell us not to eat high fibrous meals before we climbed up El Capitan?
I signed a waiver. I don't know what was in it.
I decided waiver too, but all that food smelled so good. It was so good. How was your soup? Was it delicious? Yeah, mine was. Yeah, mine was too. I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
No, I'm the sorriest.
I don't know if I'm gonna make it.
Yeah, I don't care at this point. Almost.
Yeah, maybe we should just go back down
and find a friggin' porta potty.
Yeah.
Scene.
America.
All right. Here we go. Number 7.
Number 7 is me.
And number 3.
And number 3
That's right. I came in to complain to the guy in charge. And
Well,
I'm prepared to do it in song if I have to.
I don't really care if you speak or sing. I'm the guy in charge, and you're here to complain, so complain.
All right, but I complain better with it if there's a tune to back me up.
Well, I think if you want to sing your complaint, you're welcome to do so, but we're not supplying any background music to
All
any
right, I'm just
complaints.
saying the union negotiations, I thought stipulated that management was to provide music if I was prepared with a song.
I don't recall that, and I'm not going to waste this scene by negotiating. So if you want to go a cappella, buddy, you go right ahead. Otherwise, make your complaint in speech.
All right, but it's not going to be as good now.
Okay, I'll bear that in mind.
Oh, unique New York. Unique New York.
Are you ready?
New York. I'm getting ready for my.
I'm a busy man.
I've worked a long time for this organization. I deserve to have some paid vacation. I took the time to make complaint in rhyme. I also think that I should be paid for overtime. There.
That was very good.
Oompa Loompa.
If I may. I've been the boss of this company for many decades now, and I've seen them come and go. I mean, the clowns and how. You don't scare me, no, my friend. You don't impress me, not in the least. If you keep this up, you will never eat roast beast. You'll be out on the street where you'll find no meat. You will be where you're hungry and cold. If you don't stop complaining and get back to work, you will find things getting old.
Wow. All right. I have a rebuttal.
I'm sorry. We're at 2 minutes and 30 seconds now.
And the last scene of the night. Number 4, number 5. You're on mute.
Number 4 and number 5. Oh, you're number 5. Yes, start.
What is it with that guy?
He's shy around you, sir. But I would like to hand in my golden ticket.
Congratulations. You don't seem excited. You don't seem happy.
I'm
It's
both
my
of those things. I'm both of those things. I'm also a little overwhelmed to actually be here.
Come with me. Let's take a tour.
All right.
Your friend can trail along.
Oh, he found a bathroom and he gets a little nervous with change. He's not really good with change. So this
Fair
is
enough. So over here are the cascading fountains. All of this will be yours.
Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. Oh, it really is a chocolate river.
Really is. And down by there is the marshmallow fountain and the sugar fields. And
Can I ask you a question, sir?
sure thing.
Why would you want to leave this place? I mean, I just can't imagine ever, if this were my daily reality, I can't imagine ever wanting anything else.
I thought it was, time to retire, take it easy, go to Bolivia, grab the pension funds from the Oompa Loompas and just get out somewhere where there's fresh air and no extradition.
Oh, okay, well, I guess that makes sense. I guess anything that you get too used to that becomes a habit just becomes boring.
Yeah, you do something a whole bunch of times, you begin to wonder why you just keep doing it over and over and over and over again.
So you were able to run this place all by yourself? It's a giant factory. Didn't you need workers of some kind?
I did at one time, but my
Oompa loompa doopity doo. You murdered us, so we will murder you. Oompa loompa doopity dee. Look out, Mr. Wonka, you'll never see me.
oh my God! Oh!
Scene.
Humorous and timely.
Ah, yes.
I found this old deck of cards.
Oh no! Really? Did you really?
I did.
Oh, look at that deck of cards.
Oh.
Wait a minute. John, you don't mean...
Let's see.
Oh.
Wow.
Uncanny.
The magic even works when the cards are in black and white. Are those black and white cards?
No, but the red is very, very dark.
Oh, it's a very dark red.
It was made
Dark
from,
red.
I'm not going to say whose blood, but
Oh, blood.
it's actually the casino isn't even around anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Dunes of Las Vegas.
Yeah,
Oh
they
my.
imploded it.
They blew it up. Yeah.
Yes. Well, this was a different one, wasn't it, folks?
I'm wondering, yeah.
And I do think it's fair that those watching the show, we should clue them in on the fact that Kat and I made a big. Kat and I in rehearsal made a lot of talk about the different scenes, and I think Jen came up with the excellent point tonight. Well, one thing is the first scene should be really just plain vanilla, no fantastic nothing. Keep it simple, and yep.
Oops.
Well, Jen wasn't in it, so
Right.
Oh, see,
That's
the
her.
problem is we
That's her
got
opinion.
Gobstopper. That wasn't us. That was you guys. You gave us
That's
Gobstopper.
true.
How can you
We
do
just took
a
the suggestion.
non-magical scene when your suggestion is Gobstopper?
That's right. Gobstopper always leads to magic. It's a known improv law.
I think they always lead to murder, actually.
Well, in the roundabout way. Roundabout way, yes.
Is in improv, if something doesn't feel right, you always blame the people in the audience who make the
Blame the
suggestion.
audience suggestions for your bad improv.
That's right.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
That falls under the
Audience.
general heading of the poor workman blames his tools. Yes.
Blame the audience.
Now
for it.
he's calling you tools. I wouldn't do that.
Oh,
I would not. I love you people.
That's right, Walt. You tell him. Well, other than learning that our audience is still wonderful and absolutely not bad and so forth, what else have we learned out of this evening's rather amazing confabulation of events?
Well, Richard pointed out the lesson to me. which is
Robert?
that-
Robert or Richard?
Oh, I'm sorry, Robert.
Robert.
Yes. Yeah. See, and I keep calling him Richard, and his name is Robert right there in front of me. Forgive me, Robert. Who said that we've been in a world of imagination all night, and each time the scenes got wilder.
Hmm.
Oh,
And it
Oh.
Wilder. That was a tribute. That remark was
ingenious.
what?
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 Huh?
For God's sake, speak up. I'm on mute.
is this on?
I do need to actually make a formal apology because nobody knows better than me that moms are good at math. And our scene sort of implied that they were good.
Mm.
And I just, you know, I think
I'm glad. Yeah,
yeah,
I'm really glad you said that because there was.
The subtext was that the artificial oxygen that we'd been breathing for so long had sort of, you know, compromised our cognitive abilities. But we all know that moms are good at math.
You know, yeah, I'm glad you said that because we don't want to be the company that puts out like 50-year-old views of momhood. That's just not cool.
As a matter of fact, earlier on, the cast had an extensive conversation with my mother. And is she not good at math?
Yeah.
Yes, she is.
All moms are.
Yes, she is.
Your math was correct in that scene. I didn't get the.
It was.
I know.
Yeah.
It was like self-doubt, like, oh,
Hmm.
you know, yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
but only human.
I'd like to issue a formal apology for doing an entire scene about flatulence.
Oh, Maria, I was so delighted to see you do an entire scene. You know what? This was actually
That's what that was about.
This was like your improv bat mitzvah. You know, you've achieved full
It had to happen
adulthood as an
sometime.
improviser when you've done an entire fart scene. I mean, that's, you
Fair
know,
enough. Fair
We
enough.
never said the word one time.
No, we didn't.
you
We
did not.
You're right.
Nope.
It could have been about something else.
Yet down in the valley, the wildlife falls silent.
Ancient
Begins
wisdom.
to drop from the trees.
Hot air, right?
How much do you hate me for that scene, Maria?
No, I love you. I had fun.
You know what? You got the offer from John. You yes-anded the hell out of it. I mean, come on. That's a trooper right there.
Hey, it's
Not a
win.
party pooper.
Not a party.
Not a party pooper.
Oh, John. No.
Give me your head.
Oh,
There was no butt trumpet going on there. That was
Are we still on the show? Okay. Yeah.
believe it or not, they're still listening to us.
yeah.
Oh, great.
Any other great knowledge or wisdom that came out of tonight? I'd love to know before we all wave frantically and say goodbye.
I think it was all pretty much an allegory for the story of Passover, really.
Well,
When we were in the spaceship, we were passing over the universe, you know?
They're
Yeah.
paying close attention.
the Oompa Loompas are like the Jews in Egypt. They need to be saved.
Pressed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Suppressed. And
Willy Wonka's like Hamish.
Haman,
Heyman, whatever his
word
name.
story. Yes, for those of you who were here last night.
Amen.
Heyman.
Hyman.
Well, Haman's a different thing.
That's a different story.
Oh God. Oh no. I didn't mean to do
I
that.
have this vision that somehow Walt thinks that the villain of Passover is Marvin Hamlish.
Huh?
Oh,
What?
I'm like, no, Walt, no, honey, no.
Well, the Jews are the chosen one. Singular sensation.
Sensation, every little.
All right, I think that does it, folks. So we will see you all next weekend. We love each and every one of you. Thanks for
Next
joining
week
us.
in Jerusalem. No.